Hello YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I am going to be reviewing a new Bible. This is the New Living Translation, which is a translation I don't actually have, and I didn't have it because it wasn't in British English, and this is a British English, the British text edition, or an English one, and it's got an exclusive Premier reading guide with it. If I flip it over. So this one is created in partnership with Premier. This special edition of the NLT includes a helpful introduction to the Bible and the most rewarding way of reading it. If you read one Bible translation for some time, I recommend trying the new Anglicised NLT. Why is the word Anglicised used here? And why does British English actually matter when reading the Bible? If you're from Britain, all your text is in British English. There's no way around it. But an anglicised version of the Bible goes further than that. It means that all the weights and measures are going to be using the same weights and measures that you would use in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It's really important. This new anglicised edition of the NLT is one of the most readable and reliable translations of the Bible today, according to this bishop. Don't know who she is. Anyway. Yeah. So it's like leather touch. You got Premier up there, Holy Bible there, spec and NLT there, and it has this cute little guide there. It's got a very basic presentation page. In fact, the whole thing is pretty basic, but I really like that about it. You've got nice rounded off corners as well, so there's nothing sharp here. And then when we get into the special Premier Edition guide, you've got God's big picture, so you've got a nice Bible overview there, because the NLT, so I'm told, is a very easy read, a journey into the Bible. I've never used this translation before. And then you've got Bible podcasts that Premier do, but they're specifically English Christianity. Why does that matter? Because we're not as evangelical as the Americans. And why trust the Bible? So you've got that, meeting God in this world, be still and know. So we've got some nice devotional stuff in here as well. And you've got that cute little reading plan, which is nice. So this is day 124, Judges, John, Psalms, Proverbs. Oh, I like that. That reminds me very much of what I'm currently doing in Explore the Bible at the moment. And then Bible lifelines. So we've got like different themes like commitment, compassion, where you can find stuff on that, which is kind of cool. And then you've got this Premier Lifeline, so confidential Christian support. So I think that's interesting, but that's very UK based, and I think a lot of the Americans can't get their head around the fact that if you're going to produce a resource for the UK, it's got to have UK links, because, you know, otherwise it's a bit pointless. So then we've got a nice Holy Bible there. New Living Translation, British text version. It does matter because British English is not the same as American English. Sorry guys, it just isn't. Yours reads very, very differently. So we've got contents page, Old Testament, New Testament, biblical list of Bible books, note to the readers. Then we've got an introduction to the New Living Translation, what it actually is. New Living Translation, as I understand it, is a translation where you can basically sit in a chair and just continue reading with a snuggly book and a cup of cocoa. Bible translation team, so it gives you the names of who translated what book and where they were from. So if we go to John here, we've got Gary M. Burge, Philip W. Comfort, and Marion Maya Thompson. That's kind of cool. They give you, and then the coordination team and so on and so forth. So the Old Testament, you just go straight in, and then you're in Genesis. It doesn't have any book introductions, but it does have this pretty cool thing at the start where it explains a bit about the Bible. And then you're straight into Genesis. And what does it say? No, we're not going to do Genesis. Oh, we'll always do Genesis. Read the first verse. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Fabulous. Into there. It does have some little notes down at the bottom, usually about Hebrew. So what the Hebrew translation, which does make sense, to be absolutely fair, because that's the language the Old Testament was written in. And then if we whiz on to John. Notice the words of Christ are not in red, so it's not one of those Bibles. We've got Greek. So you've got some nice word features here. And then some of the people who lived in Jerusalem started to ask each other, isn't he the man they are trying to kill? But here he is speaking in public, and they say nothing to him. Could our leaders possibly believe that he is the Messiah? But how could he be? For we know where this man comes from. When the Messiah comes, he will simply appear. No one will know where he comes from. So it's very easy reading English, which is nice. It's an easy read. And people are like, why does that matter? And I'm like, look, we are not Stuarts. We're not Elizabethans. If you read the King James Version of the Bible, you have to understand Elizabethan English. What is sad about this Bible, though, they don't have a table of weights and measures at the back, which is, you know, a bit weird. But you do get that nice introduction at the front. So if it will let me do that. Then there's the back. It's the last page of Revelation. Then I turn over and I get a couple more cute little pages, and then it's done. So yeah, it is. It's very easy reading, and it lays flat, which is really nice. And it does have a cute little, as it's binding, it lays flat. It's 2-column. There you go. And the ribbon, bit chewed. It's a brand new ribbon as well. But it's nicely laid out. I think this could be a really nice version of carrying. If I was going to carry a Bible, this might be a good one to carry, actually, because it's, you know, quite big. So this is Job, good old Job. There once was a man named Job who lived in the land of Zur. So there you have it. But it is so nice to actually get publishers to publish in the correct English. And I'm suspecting if you were Canadian, you wanted it in British Canadian or English, or Canadian English, or Australian English, or American English, British text. It does matter in the UK because we won't read anything that isn't, we are that kind of way. And even in Europe, a lot of our European friends, like the French and the Germans, they will only read things in British English as well, which tells you all you need to know about Europe, to be absolutely honest. I do like the detail that they've gone on to here with this. So you've got Premier, Holy Bible, NLT, but a lot of the publishers, they do actually have to work with how Christianity works in Britain. We don't just bend over backwards, which some people find a bit strange, but there you go. So yeah, this is a nice, and you do get a little bit of ghosting though, and some people may not like that, but hey ho. But overall, the paper's smooth and it's off-white, which means that it's actually nice and readable. And it's got rounded edges, as I mentioned before. So I hope you've enjoyed this review / look at the new Living Translation. Let's just see if we can put this in there. Enjoyed this look at the new Living Translation Holy Bible. It's not Filament app enabled, this one. It's just a basic Bible, but that's how we roll in the UK. We do just like the biblical text. We are that kind of people. It's like, do we want any of the additional features? Some of these study Bibles, I'm like, yeah, these are just gimmicks, because the 66 books of the Bible do not change. The only thing that does is whether it's got a devotional plan or a reading plan or some kind of book introduction. This is very, very bare bones, but this is what the UK is like, and I think a lot of people struggle with the fact that that's what we like to do. As long as it's in British English, we'll be fine, and it's nice that this is a nice, easy reader, modern British English text. So if you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm hoping that you're having a great new year so far. So yeah, that's just the back and the front again. So do click the notification bell for my next video. I've got 2 NIV Bibles to review, but I saw this and got it because it's in British English and it's a translation I don't have, and I have enjoyed reading it, parts of it so far. So I think this definitely is going to be up there for carry and use. So thank you so much, and bye-bye. Bye.